Buddy, walk around with that on?
Nah. I don't have to look here and there with the camera. It's recording everywhere. There's so many fantails out there.
Oh yeah, we can see all the way down there.
And there's like 4 or 5 of them out there just dancing around. I think he got a really good video. Or was it? I think he was getting a good photo of one.
Birds?
A fantail?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite fun.
Come on, we're friends. Well, some of us are friends. So, we have stalactites and stalagmites. Which one's that one? It's not a stalagmite, you see, it's not here.
It's stalactite.
This is the stalagmite over here.
Yep.
So this is the stalactite. And this comes about when rain is hitting the topsoil and starts filtering through it. As it goes through, it actually picks up all of the carbon dioxide from rotting material, things like worms or vegetation. It becomes loaded up with the carbon dioxide, and as it comes down, the pH balance of that water actually becomes quite acid. So by the time it hits the layer of limestone, it actually it can actually cut through the limestone and just keeps on going down until eventually it comes out in something like this. So when it comes through, it's under a lot of pressure from the weight of everything else above it. And when it gets here at least to equalize, it expels some of the carbon dioxide along with calcium carbonate, which is what it's picked up and converted it to. And that's what creates the stalactite. So if you look on this one, this is a stalactite. You can see the hole where the water came through. Hold up if it's for you. For all the people who aren't here. So you see that? And then on the other side, where it went out. So that's what each one of these stalactites looks like. You see that hole? And they look like this inside. So if you can see that little channel there, that's where the water goes through it. But that's not the cool thing. The cool thing is this. Oh. When you look inside it, all those layers have to do with differing amounts of acidity and how much actually can come through in that particular stalactite. Nice, huh? So each one of these looks like that inside. I think I like the inside better than the outside. Okay. So look, when they drop down, they start to, if they've got a rock, something hard to fall on, then the water still containing some of the calcium carbonate hits the bottom, splashes, and that's what creates the stalagmite. So the bigger the amount of splash, bigger the amount of water, the bigger the splash. And that's where it's giving up almost all of its calcium carbonate. Okay, all good? That's the end of the geology. Just in case you want, hey, I just changed the button. So you can see some of these formations as we go along. If you look at this one here, there's a lot of water's come out, and you can see the size of the stalagmite that's been created. In fact, so much water sometimes they actually join up. I mean, you'd expect that every one of these every one of these stalactites would eventually meet its stalagmite partner. But they grow at the rate of, depending on which type it is, between 1 centimetre per 100 years to 1 centimetre per 1,000 years, depending on what's going on with that. You right, Mr. John? And here's a massive one that's joined up. So this cave system had used to have the river that we were on. It came through here. About 1 million years ago, this whole thing jumped up so high that the water couldn't come, it couldn't meet this anymore. So it found another way and created that cave system. So it used to come tearing through here, and they worked out how long ago it was by how big the stalactites are. Because when the river was running through here, they'd just be pushed off by the water or torn away. But if you look behind you, you look at these layers here. You know, these are the same layers we see everywhere. Yeah. We saw outside. So these are nice and white because they haven't been weathered. So this is a pile of bones. Nothing fantastic about that, but the animals used to walk along the top, and this is not just this is a goat, and so sheep and beef, but before that more, and lots of other animals would fall into this cave system. I'll show you something. So I'm going to turn the lights off just for a second, so to show you what they saw. I didn't see a red light flashing at me, but anyway. So you see how total darkness. So these animals, when they fell in here, that was it. They couldn't find their way out again. So they ended up banging in the walls and just falling over. The reason this is being shown, though, is this is under Queen Elizabeth II Trust, conservation order, so nothing is allowed to be altered in here in any way. So they have to stay there, and they'll stay there forever. And this footpath that we're on is concrete, plus everything you see here is being set up in such a way that there's plastic underneath here, and then gravel underneath that, so everything we've taken out. And so it must be remediated back to exactly as it was. Anyway, so if you can please not touch any of the stalactites or stalagmites, that'd be a good thing. Okay, right there.